All right, I got someone says anonymous here, and I don't know who it is. So your hand is up. Are you there?
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah. That's.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's your name?
Oh man, this is Chad from San Angelo. I must have hit the button again. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
know anything.
it's all right.
We've already
It's all
talked,
right.
but I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
I was trying to put my hand down. Sorry.
I'll put it down. I probably didn't take it down after I finished talking to you is what happened, Chad. So it's not your fault. It's my fault. Hey, Joseph, what's going on, man?
Hello, Coach. How you doing?
Put me in, Coach. Put me in.
That's right. So, have you ever looked at doing your seller financing on high dollar properties that you acquire via subject to or some other mechanism like that?
Well, I mean, I've been a party to some. I mean, Nomi's on the call, I think, or she was. She had a modular home or manufactured home in Berkeley, California that no one would lend on, and it was a very expensive house. Closer to $1 million than not. And I was just talking to her about, you're probably going to have to sell or finance that thing because no one can get a loan on it, or we haven't found. I mean, someone can get a loan because eventually you find someone who can get a relationship loan from a bank. They just know their banker good enough that the banker doesn't care what it is. They're such a great customer. We're going to loan on whatever they want because they're great payers. And they have tremendous assets. So, I was telling Nomi back then, I said, just ask for what you want and don't be surprised if it shows up. So she was asking like $250,000. I said, ask for like $250,000 down and see if someone will show up. And someone showed up, So
the thing that concerns me about owner financing something high end like $1 million would be the affordability pyramid gets so narrow at the top.
These people got different reasons why first of all, these are probably a heck of a house. I mean, in Nomi's case, it was only a couple of blocks from Berkeley University. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it had mother-in-law quarters too. So it was like a perfect student rental thing, which, could make a lot of money. But affordability, when somebody wants something, there's a reason why it's priced at that. We didn't just pick that number out of the air. We use square footages from around the neighborhood. So maybe I'm not getting what you're talking about.
Well,
it's not going to make sense like compared to the rent, if that's what you're saying. That scale went out the window. But
that's right.
Someone who wanted to live three blocks from Berkeley or wants to live in that mansion, they're not interested in that property because it's economical. They're interested because they want it. There's something about it they want, and they can afford it. It's a whole different game. It's not a necessity.
So let me twist my question a little bit and look at it from a different perspective. How would you go about advertising for a buyer at that price level?
I'd say,
need financing.
If you're going to carry the financing?
Yes.
I think in this case with Nomi, we just said, house. We named all the accolades of the house. It's for sale, X amount sales price, with substantial amount down. And when they called, inevitably everybody calls and their realtor calls. Well, what is a substantial amount down? That's when you use the NLP or really use this exact wording.
Right.
What is a substantial amount down? A substantial amount down to me, let's say it was $1 million house. Well, a substantial amount down to me would be $500,000 or 50%, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want this house anymore. So why don't you tell me the most you can do, and I'll take it to my round table, and if they approve it, we're done. I'll sell it to you. But if you name a number, then that's all you're going to get. So purposely what you do is you go, well, substantial down to me is, and then you throw out an outrageous down payment, like 50%. Outrageous. Set the bar really high. And then say, but that's neither here nor there. Why don't you just do the best you can? I don't want this house anymore. Do the best you can, and I'll take it to the round table that I need to go to and try to convince them to take it. But the more you give me, the better, the easier it's going to be for me to get you the house.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to lower my hand.
All right.
I appreciate your time, Mitch.
Thank you.